in the multiverse. What is everybody doing? Let me get on here. I gotta get on here right so I can plug in. I will be the first one to plug into my live. Right?
Right.
Will I?
Yeah.
Let me see. There's nobody in there yet, so let me see. I might
be.
be the first person to plug in.
You're gonna be.
I can't move fast enough. Reason of the couples in the hell.
Why would you go to couples in mental health?
That's one. No, that's the reason. Another one. Just no. That's what I always use.
Oh, okay. I don't know what you use.
Oh, matter of fact,
I won't be using it. So I don't know what you use because I don't be using it.
Peace out there in the multiverse. Somebody beat me in. Who the hell beat me in my into my live? Peace out there in the multiverse.
Peace,
Who
everybody.
beat me into my life with my whiz on couples and mental health, sharing the bed with the one you love.
But you didn't put that in the title. You scared the person away.
Oh,
Too much.
that's too much. It's okay. They wasn't our true fans anyway. We only looking for our true
fans.
Friends?
No, friends.
Friends and fans and all that. All that's on YouTube. Friends, fans, all that. I'm a fan of a lot of people. I'm a fan of my friends.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm a fan of
That's
my
why
friends.
they're my friends.
I am a fan of my friends. Oh,
there
it goes. Boom. I'll hit you with the face up right quick. So make me.
And let me. I don't have no eyebrows on tonight. No makeup. Fresh face.
No makeup. Fresh face.
Fresh face. Fresh face. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with how I look. Look at them dimples.
You got them now.
You got them dimples.
You got them.
Honest, my whole life. My whole life.
So what was the subject? So the subject.
Change.
It's change, right? So that's what we're gonna build on tonight. On the couples and mental health for the topic, we're gonna build on change because we've been going through, a lot of change lately in our family and just like what we doing. Like I got a new job.
We building businesses.
We building a business.
We just relocated.
We relocated.
We got a little one that started a new school.
Yes, little one started a new school.
New doctors.
All new doctors. Oh man, it's a lot of change. Now that you see it, we just sit and say it out loud.
Changing car registrations, driver's license.
Don't go overboard on the change.
I'm just telling you, that's what. Yeah, but I mean, moving is a lot. When you move states, is a lot.
Yeah, right.
It is a lot.
Hi, hi, Pearl.
Hey, Pearl. How you doing, hon? Also, I can't read that.
It was my name. My name is Reason, and her name is My Air, and this is Couples and Mental Health.
And we're what are our pronouns? Oh, we got one.
Oh yeah.
Him and her. That's pronouns. The her. This is the him, as you can tell with the hair on the face.
Did you do that backwards?
Yes. Because clearly we can see what our pronouns are.
Yeah. Well, no, you never know.
I mean, some women do have beards.
Well, yeah.
Okay, we're not gonna get into.
I don't know, but yeah, that's crazy.
I was just being funny. That's it. It's okay.
Yeah, I guess you could. I don't know, but anyway, though, couples and mental health, man, we appreciate everybody tuning in. Oh, you can look it on here. Yeah, I appreciate everyone tuning in, and we will. We're just trying to build on change.
Look at the gay lady
and like how you deal with it.
Are you looking in the mirror?
Oh, I'm gonna take the first one. Oh, right there. Yeah. So, when it comes to change, when one person changes something, like, say, for instance, I got this new job, right? And this is a change for me, but at the same time, it's a change for everybody in my family. It's a change for my wife. It's a change for my son. Hey, it's even a change for the dog. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a change for everybody. So when you when you have a change, then
Is
it's kind
it
of like
Boss Rick said LeBron James, what are you talking about?
oh oh man, we talking about change in life,
Selling
man.
fentanyl is not a job, sir. How do you get rid of this person completely?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta block them.
Yeah.
Okay, well you're probably the one that we're selling the fentanyl to. Watch out, you gonna die. That shit kills.
Yeah,
It
man.
kills, so be careful. People shouldn't be out there doing that fentanyl.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do all that.
Yeah, anyway, go. You gotta time them out. 24 hours. There we go.
Beam.
Anyway. Oh, racist ass comment. Just because he's black, he has to sell fentanyl? Yo, a racist son of a bitch. Sorry.
Okay, you get a shout out, Olivia. Shout
Olivia
out to
Lance,
you.
what's up?
Shout out, Olivia.
Say no to drugs, baby.
Now, about
Okay,
Cedric,
anyway.
we ain't doing all that. But anyway, though, back to the subject, man. At hand is dealing with change. When you're a family and when you're a unit and it's more than just you and yourself, when you change something, everyone is affected by your change. So when everyone is affected by your change, then
It's sad and it's not a joke. That's why I didn't find it funny, because fentanyl is not a joke. Because people do lose their loved ones over fentanyl, so it is not funny. It's really tacky and it's a nasty comment to make.
Yeah, that is a nasty comment, Rebecca.
Because that really affects families. It
Yeah,
destroys lives and families, not just the people that pass from it. So it
yeah,
was just a nasty comment. So I
yeah. It's a
apologize the
nasty
way I
comment.
reacted, but it was just a nasty comment because the fentanyl is an epidemic right now and it's destroying families.
Right, right. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So anyway, and I'm so sorry for your loss. That's something that you can never overcome, but you can learn to live with. But I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, you can. And definitely, hey, I want to give shout out, Olivia. Appreciate you for liking. I hope you subscribe. This covers the mental health. We try to have serious topics, but of course, you're gonna have the trolls jump in and say what they're gonna say. But sticking true to the topic
Yes, we are.
is, just change and stuff like that, family stuff.
Right.
And when you
How do you stick together? The biggest thing I think when the change happens is because you're changing everything is changing at once. So how do you stay a unit, and how do you continue to to stay connected and to remember that
you're welcome.
it is about the family.
Hmm.
And ultimately we're busting our butts in order to be successful for our family. So
Yeah.
you can't let your family get destroyed in the process of the change, because it's a lot
Yeah.
of pressure.
Yeah. And change is hard, it's hard on both sides. And I think just being a little compassionate. Oh man,
Yeah,
oh
it
yeah.
will. It
Yeah, it was.
definitely will.
Just being compassionate with the change, like, knowing that it's not only hard on you, but it's hard on the other person. It goes a long way because me starting a different job, it's a lot of hours, it's a lot of time away
It's
from my
hard on the
family.
kids. It's hard,
So
like he said, the dog. It's hard on the dog. It's hard on the kids. It's hard on the wife. It's hard on the husband. And it's hard not to be cranky because we've worked long hours and attack each other and be cranky with each other because we've
yeah,
just had enough of the day. And it's important to remember the fact that we were a unit and we're not enemies of each other.
right,
That
right.
we're there to, we're there to encourage each other and to support each other. And I think that that's the hardest thing sometimes to remember, is the fact that we're not enemies.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. That's true. That's true. And I don't know how many of our out of people that watch what we do are in a relationship. And when you're in a relationship, and when it comes to nah, that's what you call. Say
Yeah,
that's
I'm so
Rebecca.
sorry. I'm sorry, Rebecca. I'm sorry, we're not really in the
Oh,
position
that
to
was your
really,
daughter?
yeah, we're not in the position. It's hard for us to speak about that right now
Yeah,
because
yeah.
not to diminish your loss or anything, but that's a heavy
Definitely don't.
subject for
That's
us,
really heavy though. Yeah,
and like it's affected our family
it has. It's
directly, and
affected
it's
our family directly.
a hard subject to talk about, and I'm not in
Yeah,
the not mind frame
yeah.
to think about that
But
right
we are
now.
definitely sorry for your loss, and we will
And
send you all our prayers and
like
love and
carry,
stuff.
and I will say carry Narcan.
And
Everybody should never leave their house without some kind of Narcan. We have Narcans in our car. I
yeah,
always have it in my
we do.
pocketbook. Everybody should carry Narcan
Yeah, we
nowadays
do.
because fentanyl is attacking everybody. And if you see somebody unresponsive, try that Narcan first.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing. Yeah, we definitely do that.
But we don't go anywhere. We've passed out
But
Narcan to our families and
we
friends,
don't.
neighbors, and so that's the best thing that we can do, and the only thing we can do. They gotta change. We
Yeah,
can't change them. But I'm just not in the mind frame to talk about that right now, Rebecca. I'm sorry.
but we definitely appreciate you tuning in and stuff. We just really striving to just share our experiences and far as like right now, one of the hardest things that we've been experiencing is just like
Thank you so much.
being
I'll pray for you as
compassionate.
well.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much. And you know, before like what we've been experiencing is like really hard for us just to change because we're going the change is like it's really dramatic.
It's
It's big.
fast.
It's
It's
fast.
fast.
It's
It's
dramatically
different. It's
different.
like changes that we couldn't anticipate.
Yeah.
Like like our whole life when we relocated from a different state, and it's been great, and we've had a lot of glorious moments since we've
Mm-hmm.
made the change, but as well as we've had a lot of bumps in the road that we might not necessarily had in the past, and
Mm-hmm.
so we're going through different trials and tribulations than we have ever experienced before, I think is the best way to put it. But it's not
Right.
negative. Like, yeah, we have our negative moments, mostly on my part because of the mental health issues that I have. But
Well, I don't want to say that because I have my own mental health issues.
yeah, but I'm a damn tornado. I'm Tasmanian devil when I get there. But anyway, that's besides the point. But
Yeah, but encouraging everybody to share some empathy and with the person you love when you're going through changes and when they're going through changes
and
because
remember, they're not your enemy.
and
That's the
because
person that
they
you
not
chose
your
to spend your
enemy.
life with. You're choosing. The
Yeah.
thing is, when you come into a union as far as a couple, like you're making a conscious choice to
Hey,
dedicate
man.
yourself to that people.
Peace,
Hey
Pam.
Pam, we're gonna figure out how to make you a manager mod, Pam. He's
Let
gonna
me
figure it
see.
out for me because I couldn't figure it out. Oh, you're supposed to go to put user in time. That's what you've been
No,
doing?
that's
No, not
not.
her. Not for her. I'm saying for the other people. The people talking
Yeah, I
crap.
did that.
Oh, okay. So click on her again.
I can't do it right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me do it right here.
Oh, you got to do it on that side.
Maybe.
We're new to this. Yeah, add as a moderator. Right there. See, I was on StreamYard last night because I had Amber on managing moderator.
You act like
No, I was on StreamYard last night. You can't do it on StreamYard.
Like
It's a different program. You can't do it on StreamYard. But anyway, you have to remember that when you choose to be with somebody, that's a conscious choice, right? Like you're choosing to spend your life with them. You're choosing to dedicate and whatever your terms are, because everybody nowadays there's a lot of different terms in relationships. But whatever the contract is that you guys have come up with within each other, like that's a choice. You're not forced to stay with somebody that you're miserable with, right? Or that you're not, like it's just not working out. Whatever it is. Choosing somebody to spend your life with is a conscious choice. And if you're miserable and you can't fix it, you guys can't come back to a a mutual understanding, then sometimes you have to think that it might not be the right choice. But that's not for us. We always seem to bounce back. And I was saying earlier tonight, because we've had some rough days, like especially like him getting home late and stuff, and just being cranky. But I told him today, like our communication and our conversations are the most important thing of our relationship. If you took everything else out of our relationship, the conversation is what had connected us in the first place.
Right.
Like our connection of being able to listen to each other and understand each other. It was a completely something different that either one of us ever experienced.
Right.
So that's an important part of our relationship after all these years that we can't lose, because that's the glue that really holds us together and always bounces us back.
Yeah, it gotta be the conversation.
And it's
Cause
different for everybody, though. You know, some people are more physical. You know, like
you
everybody's
know
different.
the thing about it is because we met, like you said earlier today, we met when we only had conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Like we couldn't do anything but conversate. Like
Right.
that was the basis
Of our relationship. That was
of
our
our
foundation.
relationship. That was the
Absolutely.
foundation. So we can never lose that part.
Right. Because that would be catastrophic for what we have going on. So
Hmm.
it's just, as much as we might bicker and fight, we're always able to come back and have, like a deep, understandable, conversation that, we're able to understand each other
Hmm.
after we get through the storm, right? Because we're both hotheads. So we're
Right.
going through the storm. We don't get nowhere in our fights. We just go around and around and around in circles, and we just have to take a break. But once
Yeah.
we take that break, we're usually able to come back and have a civil conversation and an understandable conversation to where we can understand where each other were coming
Yeah.
from.
And this the thing. Most importantly, we trying to share these
Thank you
jewels.
so much, Rebecca.
We trying to
No
share these
problem, Pammy.
jewels.
Love you, girl.
And oh yeah, appreciate that, Rebecca. And because people have to share the experiences that they have. People have to share like the wins and the losses and stuff like that because people go through the same types of wins and losses and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And
Right.
then if they can hear someone talk about it and hear somebody like, oh yeah, that's I can relate to that. It maybe can help them out.
Yeah, but or even if even if you take a loss and I can't understand it, I can empathize with the feeling of a loss,
Hmm.
right? And I'm able to give you the empathy that you need to know that you're
Especially if
not
you're a
alone.
couple.
If you're a couple, yeah, but even friendship though, it even goes within like friendship too when you're really
Friendship,
when you're
yeah.
real friends, because real friends fight like cats and dogs a lot of times, right?
Right, they do.
And they have to say some real raw stuff to each other that other people wouldn't say, and but it's always about that mutual understanding in the end, to where even if I don't understand completely where you're coming from, I can have empathy for your situation, or you can have empathy for mine.
Yeah.
And you don't take it personal. You don't take it as personal as if it was a stranger on the street, because you know that that person loves you, the other person loves you.
Hmm.
So it just hits a little differently.
Hmm.
Yeah. So that's just kind of how I see it. But change is good. It's scary though. Change is very scary.
Yeah.
And
Change is a little bumpy
oh
sometimes.
yeah, it's not a straight and narrow road, like a straight
Well,
and smooth road.
I think the change is scary when it's hard to communicate. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah. Right.
No matter who's at fault
Right.
about the communication I've been there, but when it's hard to communicate, then change is scary.
Right. Right. Right.
Because it's
Definitely.
like you can't get through to each other, and man.
That's a bad feeling. It's a hard feeling. Like when you feel like that you can't get through to the person that you love, like that you guys usually are able to connect with each other. Like to me, like, that's a pit. You know how you get that pit in your stomach? It feels like a pit in my stomach
Yeah.
when we can't find a mutual understanding, because it's just like, damn, we like we have to figure it out. So how are we going to figure this out? Because this is like it's a very dark and gloomy feeling for me when we don't have the meeting of the mind
Right.
per se. And that's just like between
Man,
you
that's
and I.
crazy. That's crazy. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's true though.
But yeah, it's just like that pit, like that, just that pit in your stomach. It's just like, oh my god, what are we gonna? How are we gonna?
Yeah, you can feel it.
Yeah.
Too. You can feel it in between each other. Like
Mm-hmm.
if we don't have a good connection, or we not on the same page and stuff like that, you can feel it.
So even he probably gonna kill me for telling this, but so when we sleep, right, we're not affectionate. Like we we don't sleep on top of each other. We both like to sleep our own way. But
I mean,
at one time at one time we were offended by it. I was offended because he didn't sleep next to me. He was asleep. We sleep in the same bed, of course, but we just like to sleep in different directions. And I was offended that he didn't sleep next to me too close. He didn't cuddle up next to me. He was offended that I didn't cuddle up next to him. And we were like feeling some kind of way about it. And then finally the conversation came out, and we were able to come to an understanding of the fact that, okay, this is just more comfortable for me. This don't have anything to do with you. It's not that I don't want to, like be next to you or cuddle with you. So we do now try to, scoot closer together so our bodies kind of touch a little bit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the offendedness, the effect that we were offended kind of left after we had a mutual understanding of the fact that it's not personal.
If y'all catch anything in that the whole breakdown in communication was just because of comfort.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if we'd have just known that you doing this for comfort, I'm doing this for comfort too.
Right. So he
So
likes to
it
lay
don't
on the
have
bed. Like
anything to
he likes to
do.
really lay on the bed. I like to hang off the side of the bed. And and so I'm very far over. And so, he was taking offense to that, but I was taking offense to the fact that he didn't come close to me.
Yeah,
But it wasn't personal. It just wasn't personal.
and
And
that's all it was. It was just comfort. So
yeah,
once
a
we
better
just
night's sleep. Like
talked
that's
to
how
each
I sleep
other,
better.
spoke to each
And
other on it.
we're pretty affectionate with each other overall, but when we go to sleep, we just like to sleep a certain way. Both of us have our own ways that we like to sleep comfortably. And it was like unnatural for us to try to force, because we would be like, oh, you don't sleep next to me, and he'd be like, you don't sleep next to me. So then we would try to force it, right? So we're forcing it, and then we're trying to sleep next to each other. Neither one of us are comfortable. We're both miserable
all hot.
because we're hot. We're just miserable because we're trying to force the way that we thought, like how your couples are supposed to sleep, because you're supposed to sleep like that. And once we got an understanding of,
That's what we told though.
Yeah.
That's what we told, and that's what you're told. But then I challenge anyone to tell me if they sleep like that with their partner, and is it comfy?
It's not comfy.
It's like, oh, you're supposed to be snuggled up and cuddled up, dog.
And it's like you start sweating,
Is it
or
comfy?
Is
Is
like
it comfy to spoon
you
all
you
night?
feel you're right. I feel like I'm getting suffocated. I'm like, okay, let me breathe,
Is
and then
it comfy to
it's not.
spoon all night?
I would
That's
like to know.
all I
Somebody
would
said
like to
something.
know.
Oh, that's Rebecca. Thank you. Yeah,
Nice
but
deal.
it just to us it's not comfortable. But at one point we both were offended because of the stereotypical norm of how a couple, you see the loving couple sleeps. But
Right.
that don't work for us.
It doesn't.
We
It
tried.
doesn't, and it hasn't worked for us. You know what I mean?
We have plenty of
So
affectionate time.
we're gonna be real
And
with it.
we hug through the day, like throughout the day randomly. We have connection with each other, like affectionate, like moments all through the day, all day. Why do we have to sleep on top of each other? Because that's what they say a good couple is supposed to do. And we were trying to fall into that stereotype, but it just didn't work for us. I like the way I sleep.
You like the way you sleep?
I don't want to sleep
Well,
different.
I technically don't have a problem with the way you sleep anymore.
Right. But it was something we had to get through as as a couple, because it was a rift between us at one time.
Yeah.
But now it's not like, oh, he's mad, so he's sleeping over there. No, he just more comfortable that way, and I want to hang off the bed, and I want to put my back towards him. I don't want to be all in his face. I don't like people in my face all the time. And like when we're sleeping, trying to hug up and stuff, I'll lay on him. But after that, when I'm ready to go to bed, I got to get away. I don't want to be face to face all night. You open your eyes for a second, and all of a sudden you feel breath in your face.
Feel the breath all in your face.
Yeah, I don't want somebody else's breath in my face while I'm trying to sleep. I want it to be comfy. So that was just something, just a small example of something that, that we did have to work through, because it did cause a little bit of a rift between us. But we're cool with it now. We're cool with it now.
Cool with it.
Yeah. You got anything else you want to talk about before we
Nah,
go?
nothing for real. I appreciate the chat. I appreciate people tapping in. And the ones that's coming, even the ones that didn't come in, then just plugged in.
But we just want to pop on for
appreciate
a
that.
second, because it's been a little while since we've been live together.
Yeah, it has.
And I appreciate last night my friend coming on, because we do, our real life people in life want to do this with us.
Oh yeah, shout out to our partner Amber.
Yeah, and so our real life people do want to do this with us. They might not want the bullcrap that like the bullcrap part of YouTube, but they like what we're doing as far as like the couples and mental health and stuff, and they want to support it, and they want to be a part of that. So that makes me feel good that we do have a support system in anything that we want to do, and people are striving to be a part of it. You see, he's getting sleepy because he's been working all day, and then
y'all.
he's been working his butt off all day, and now we're here right now. So that's why we're gonna wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Because we gotta go shower and then take our butts to the separate sides of our bed.
4 hours of sleep.
Yeah, last night was
for the past couple
nights. Yeah, the last couple nights he's only been getting about 4 hours. Yeah, but he's only been getting about 4 hours of sleep before he had to go on back.
For the fam though,
Yeah,
I mean?
And our son tonight, I'm gonna share one more thing before we go. So our son tonight, we were like kind of hanging out in the kitchen with him. He was watching his tablet, and he just turns to me and his dad, and he said, I don't care about money, I care about family. We do need money, but money is not the most important thing. Our family is the most important thing. And just him saying that puts that in perspective,
Yeah.
like what we're doing this for. And we are doing it for our children, not just him. We have two other children that are off living their lives, but like we do it for all of us. We do it for our parents. And just overall, people that want to see it successful, and he put it in perspective for me tonight, and it was sweet. And
Yeah.
before he went to bed, he wanted to go look at the stars, and so we went outside, even though it was cold as heck out there. But he could only stay out there a couple of minutes. He was freezing. But we went and looked at the stars with him, and he was just so happy, right? Like he just it was just those little moments of us being together as a family that just put a smile on his face from ear to ear, and it put it in perspective for me.
Right. Right.
And
That's
so
what's
it's
up.
beautiful. So we're on
That's
the right
dope.
track.
That's dope. I like that.
Yeah. So
All
yeah.
right,
So
man. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. Y'all be good. Be nice.
thank you, Pammy. Good job, Pam. Thank you for blocking them. We'll see you guys
Pam.
soon. Okay, I'll talk to you, Pam.
Yeah, we appreciate all y'all
All right,
for
one
tuning
love.
in, man. Peace and love. Y'all travel safe.